Hi, welcome back to Take a Breath and Pause. I'm Tessa, and most importantly, this here is Murdock. We're talking about treats today. What treats should you use? This is actually really important in terms of training well, getting your dog to motivate. I think of treats as money. It's like the way we pay our dogs to do stuff. And you know, you would maybe, I'm trying to think of an easy job. I can't really think of an easy job of, but there's some things, you know, you would be like, yeah, you can pay me $5 for that. But there's other things you're like, no way in heck would I do that unless you paid me like $400 per minute. Also, I realize, like, and this applies for dogs too, it's also very situational. Like, people who are in more desperate situations are willing to take less money, not willing, but have to for survival, or take less money for horrible jobs. Whereas, like, sometimes, like, CEOs, like, spend most of their days on yachts and get paid billions. And so that's the same for dogs too. Like, Murdock is so spoiled and has really good life, and like, now asking him to do something, I need a really high value treat for that. Whereas, like, maybe your dog you just rescued and was starving on the streets, like, you can use like lower value treats. They mean more, but you know, obviously we want it to be equitable. We want it to be equal and equitable. But yes, like, you can take all those things, situations and whatnot, into consideration. So, like, people often buy like milk bones and that kind of stuff. They're basically cardboard. That's like a $1 bill. Like, your dog's not gonna do a ton for a $1 bill. Maybe there's some other treats, like there's these like taco treats that I think of as maybe like a $15, and like, Myrtle will do some stuff for that. Like, he'll sit and like do paw, and like some of the stuff he's really good at, touch. Then, like, you know, maybe like some other like store-bought treats. There's like this like turkey jerky that's like a store-bought treat, and that's maybe like a $40. But really the highest value treats are like human food, like the grossest stuff you have in your fridge, the slimiest stuff. Butter, it's like just like pure hunk of butter is like, I don't know, $70. Peanut butter, slimy cheese, and then meat. And so, like, and you'll figure out what, like, your dog, like, what your dog values the most. Murdock loves beef and bologna. I don't hardly ever get bologna, because I'm trying to be like as ethically sourced with my food as possible. Oftentimes, like, I can't be. I'm still just trying to get my roots started, and yeah, so it's not always possible for me to do that, but working on that. But sometimes it is Dollar Tree meat for the month, but other times it's meat at a groovy, locally sourced place, or people hunting the meat or something like that, which is really cool. Yeah, so yes, beef, bologna. I use hot dogs a ton because that's like not quite the highest value treat, but it's a pretty high value treat. So for him, like, he can be really reactive to other dogs, and so that's like what I save hot dogs for. And I have my pouch. This is actually a new one, but it wraps around my, and I have in here like everything I need. You know, I have some like milk bones, I have some tacos, I have some cheese, but I also have some hot dogs. So it's like, oh, like, Murdock's like pretty good at recall, not fabulous. We're still very much working on it, but if it's like no distractions, recall, like, I'm like, oh, you get some cheese. Oh, there's like dogs over there. That's full on hot dogs. Oh, like, I'm asking you to sit. That's probably like a milk bone. So yeah, so treats are so important to training. And yeah, I actually was recently working with someone and they're like, my dog is just like, I feel like we've regressed so much. And I'm like, make sure you're using high value treats. And she was like, I'm using really high value treats. And she gave me the name and it was like the salmon treat brand. And I was like, yeah, that's a really high value treat. But that, like, at this point for your puppy, that's not high enough. Like, I was like, I know your puppy, go get turkey bacon. And she got raw turkey bacon. It's disgusting. And her dog just totally excelled. So you gotta play around, but use that like meat from the store. I'm serious if you're struggling with something, that is a high enough value treat that you will be okay. For skittish dogs, for aggressive dogs, like, which we will get to. Excuse me, I'm not sick, I just got something in my throat there. I'm taking COVID very, very seriously, not releasing anyone at all. But seriously, use treats for training. It'll make a world of difference. Thank you so much, and let us know if you have any questions. Bye.